What's up, sports bettors? Matt here, aka Jedi Modai, coming to you with my anytime touchdown scorer best bets for tonight. So we're looking at the Thursday night football game between the Bengals and the Dolphins, and we're trying to find the best anytime touchdown scorer bets for tonight. Pretty cool. What you see on the screen here, I just went to OddsJam.com. OddsJam has a free line shopping tool, which is really awesome. Just go to sports, football, choose the game that you're looking for, and then anytime touchdown score, click this little drop down for all the markets, go down, anytime touchdown score, and here we have it. So this page pulls up all of the books and what they offer, the odds for a player to score a touchdown. And what we're looking for here is just the best value. How can we find the most valuable play on a player to score a touchdown? Now, we're not looking for the player most likely to score a touchdown. We're looking for a player with the best value. We want to compare all of the different markets and see where we can get the best odds compared to every other book. For example, and I'm not saying this guy is going to be my pick, but if we bet on Alec Ingold to score a touchdown, look at the difference between these books. FanDuel is giving it to you at plus 1,500. Caesars is only giving it to you at plus 800. If you put $100 on this bet, that would literally be the difference of $700, depending on what book you bet on. Same exact bet, difference of $700. It's pretty astounding. Now, obviously, they're normally not all that dramatic, right? Like this one, Hayden Hurst, $100 gets you 335 on FanDuel, gets you 190 on BetMGM. That's still $145 that you're missing out on just because you didn't line shop. And this is completely free. So there's no cost associated with this. Just go to OddsJam.com and check it out. So the main players in this game, of course, Tyreek Hill, right? Main player. Plus 140 looks like the best odds you can get him at are on Betfred. If you don't have Betfred, you can get 138 on PlayUp or 130 on DraftKings. DraftKings probably obviously being the most popular one here. I will say the fact that Tyreek Hill has come out and just trash talked the living hell of Eli Apple does make me like this one a little bit more just from a human being perspective. And the value here isn't horrible, right? Like I probably wouldn't touch it below, plus 140 on Betfred. But when you compare it to all the other books like BetMGM, the horrible odds of minus 110, FanDuel at plus 115, Caesars at plus 124. Like that's not bad. If you want to sprinkle, if you have Betfred in your state, you want to sprinkle $50 on it. I don't think that's bad. Another of the big players, we're looking at Jalen Waddle, of course, not seeing nearly as good of a value on him, right? Like plus 155 is what the best odds you're getting at on Betfred, but like plus 150, plus 150, plus 154. Not really seeing any value on Waddle. On the Bengals side, Joe Mixon is the most likely to score a touchdown. Unsurprisingly, he's their starting running back. He hasn't had a great year so far this year. And actually, in terms of this game specifically, if you want like some DFS advice and stuff, I would fade Joe Mixon in this one. The Dolphins have one of the best rush defenses in the entire NFL. Where they struggle is against the pass. And we have yet to see this Bengals offensive line be able to do much of anything. So I'm probably fading Mixon in this one. I don't think it's worth accepting minus money for him to be an anytime touchdown scorer. And also just like look at the odds. Like maybe you're getting a little bit of value at minus 124 on PlayUp, but not really. Gesicki at plus 370 isn't horrible. I kind of want to lean towards the Bengals in this one. So my tune has changed a little bit over the course of time now that we've gotten closer to the game. I'm all in on the Bengals on this one. I think that it's a tough ask for this Dolphins defense. I know fading Joe Mixon is obviously counterintuitive with what I'm about to say, but the Dolphins defense just had to handle like 90 snaps in the 120-degree heat against the Bills. They were on the field for like 41 minutes. It's just an astonishing amount of work that the Miami defense had to play. Now, they had to have a weird travel schedule because of the hurricane, and they're traveling on a short week away, flying to Cincinnati. So I'm all over the Bengals in this one. The Mixon aspect specifically makes me nervous because he's nursing an ankle injury. He didn't play at the end of that Jets game. On a short week, you wonder how good his ankle is going to be and if they're going to give more work to their backup running backs like Chris Evans or Samaje Perine. So my favorite play to score a touchdown in this game is actually Hayden Hurst. Getting him at plus 335 on Betfred, I think is really, really good value. And let me talk about my logic on this one. So Hayden Hurst, the first 2 weeks, played pretty much the entire complement of snaps for the starting tight end. He had 15 targets combined. He had 8 and 7 targets in weeks 1 and 2. Then in week 3, he didn't play as much. He was heading into that game. He was limited and questionable with a groin injury. He did end up playing, but only like 26% of the snaps, something low like that. Heading into this game tonight, the reports out of Cincinnati is that he's been a full participant in practice and that he should go back to his weeks 1 and 2 workload. The Dolphins are one of the worst teams in the entire NFL at guarding tight ends specifically. We saw them get lit up in week 2 by Mark Andrews, like 9 receptions, 104 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, Hayden Hurst obviously isn't Mark Andrews, but the Ravens clearly took advantage of that matchup, and I wouldn't be surprised if Hayden Hurst got into the end zone as a dart throw. So, as I mentioned, the 2 players that I liked was Tyreek Hill, that I thought was worth a half a unit play. So I'm going to go ahead and put $50 on this one. And I think that Hayden Hurst is worth a quarter of a unit play. So I'm not breaking the bank or anything on this one. Hurst at plus 335, like 25 to win 83, I think is pretty good value for someone that has a decent amount of stuff going for him, like Hayden Hurst does. So my 2 anytime touchdown score bets for the Dolphins, we're going with Tyreek Hill. For the Bengals, we are going with Hayden Hurst. So those are the 2 bets that you see here, Hayden Hurst, Tyreek Hill. So now we just need to add them to my bet tracker. Make sure that you are tracking your bets, consistently getting the best odds, and consistently making sure that you are tracking your bets to see if you are profitable or not. But that is going to be it for this video. So enjoy Thursday Night Football tonight and have a good one.